All right, and we're back in effect with ESQ-Astro sauce. Thank y'all for tuning in. Today's collective read will be of the typical. I'm not going to switch anything up just yet. Just keeping moving forward with having daily reads. And again, whenever you find a read, it hopefully applies, whether you find it on the day it's recorded and meant for or otherwise. So getting to our shuffle. Everything's done live here with ESQ-Astro. No cuts, no edits. And we do a daily short where we give you the overview of the spread. That way you can go ahead and use your own interpretation or deeper understanding to see what else the reading may be saying to you. So check that short out. I usually publish that short before the actual video comes out. So you guys will have that preview of the spread if you want to check that out, and then check out the reading to see my breakdown. All right. So like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and let people know about ESQ-Astro. Trying to get deeper into the algorithm just based upon certain YouTube features aren't unlocked until you have a certain amount of followership. So like to get out there, get people subscribed. I'm gonna do one last cut of deck, and then we'll get into the spread for today. Calling on mind, body, and soul, the Most High, my spirit guides, and my ancestors to guide the reading. Please call in whoever you need to get the clearest message for yourself. So, leading out, we have the Chariot upright. Okay, so again, starting off the week, that Chariot came out in the upright. We've been pretty much having some dominant upright readings this week, so it's been pretty straightforward. Actually, it's Monday, so I believe that was Saturday, or one of the days. It was Saturday or something, I can't remember. But one of the days the Chariot came out in the upright, which was just letting know that motion is definitely coming. A decision has been made, and something is pretty solid as far as the direction somebody's moving in. Next card coming out is the Hangman. Okay. So yeah, this could be coming from, again, carefully analyzing, plotting, planning, strategizing. Again, being in that place of contention where we're steadily working towards being happy, which again is a constant, upgrade depending on what makes you happy. Sometimes it's just a continuous fulfillment of, again, doing certain things that reciprocate in particular ways. So the Hangman in the upright, very good positioning. Again, a decision has been made. Somebody standing on solid ground. Somebody sticking to their guns and not, not being moved by the motion, but actually creating the motion. Next card is the Emperor. Yep. So this that divine masculine energy showing up real heavy here in the beginning. I would again just say somebody's getting motion that they may have not seen coming. But again, being that they were in a place to be, sticking to their guns, planning, putting things in order, even though they may have not had the resources to do so. The Emperor is showing that now they're going to be in that position even better because something good is coming in. All right. Next card coming out is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh no, it's the World card. Excuse me. So still change. Change is there. I was thinking the Wheel of Fortune was coming out, but I was about to say it, and then I said no, I'm not going to say it. But the World card comes out, which is just as good in my mind. This could even equal travel. Travel can be something that comes about as we're heading into a Mercury retrograde. We're in the pre-shadow now. And again, if you haven't made travel plans, it's not a good time to travel. I would say short distance on just kind of a whims of a notice. Sometimes it could be good because Mercury retrograde is about that last minute, spontaneous thing that may come in and give you access to do something that you hadn't thought about. So again, we got to be picky and choosy. But again, with this card coming out for the world, I would definitely say some changes coming in, and it may come through travel. It may be, again, something that you haven't seen come to fruition yet, but I would say by the end of the week, you're definitely going to have some information on this big change that's coming, which I think is definitely going to involve some type of travel. Next card coming out is the Strength card in reverse. Okay. So this may be a situation where, again, you're having to relinquish your power or strength, or you can play the place of the I guess the weaker person. I'm not sure. This may be some type of contract or work for hire, is what it's looking like here. And just based on the individual presence that's here, this is a particular person. I'm not sure if you're in the medical field or in a particular field that deals with contracts, like you're a lawyer or something like that. But it definitely could play into that, where you're being contracted by a bigger group, or somebody who owns their own business. And again, you being under contract and working for them, again, it's not a bad thing not to be in your strength with that, because again, you want to make sure that you do satisfy the client so you get the best results. So definitely seeing that there. This can also talk about, again, as you're moving steady and have these plans, again, if it's a partnership, which it also may be talking about, you definitely have to put yourself in the right position to allow that partnership to blossom with the right exchange of power and sharing of power, which is a big thing in the year of the fire horse. It's hard for a lot of people to share their power, because ultimately people want to be in control. But when we realize that, again, two heads are better than one, or we should always have a voice of reason that we can listen to or get a different perspective from, so that we actually can see things in a better way to make better decisions. So I would definitely say that strength card in reverse is saying that. It could also be saying don't overtalk things, don't push your will too much, but be in a place of not only being informative but being informed. Okay. So again, you want to provide good information when it comes to whatever this is you will be working out with this contract. But again, you want to kind of step back as well and put yourself in a place to be informed, because again, we always want to put ourselves in the room where we're not, the smartest one, so we can learn. Okay. But we also want to acknowledge our light as well. Okay. So again, we don't want to be uh, overstepping certain boundaries when it comes to what we should be talking about or what we can be talking about, as opposed to what we could actually be shutting up and actually learning something that we don't know. Okay. Next card coming out is the Fool card upright. Yeah. So with that change, with the World card and then the Fool coming out, I would definitely say there's a new journey in front of you. You know, and again, that Fool card is clarifying the Hangman and the Emperor, and all three are upright. So again, divine masculine very present here, but this could even deal with a feminine body. But again, when we start talking about numbers, which is why I use numerology, we get to the simplification of what's masculine and what's feminine. Okay, so again, females can embody a masculine number. Doesn't mean that they're masculine. It just again entails what the number actually vibrates on, or what the number has attributes in. But again, that Fool card coming out, a new journey, is definitely ahead. I don't think it's a foolish journey, just based upon it clarifying the Hangman, which is that space and time to think, as well as the Emperor upright being clarified by the Fool. Definitely showing like there's that 50-50 there. You're in the perfect place to educate, but be educated as well. Because again, we don't know everything, and when we put ourselves in that position and we think like that, then we can learn from everybody. Okay. Next card coming out is the Moon card. Yeah, so something's coming out, something's going to be revealed, something's going to have some light brought to it that I believe will be affected by this change. Okay, since the Moon card is clarifying the Emperor and that change card. And this could be even where the divine feminine energy comes in when we start talking about the Moon card. So this can be an emotional situation. It could be something that deals with currency or current or the flow of things. And coming out in the upright, again, a dominant upright reading. So the message is pretty clear. I just think somebody needs to realize where their strengths are and where their strengths aren't, so that they don't over talk themselves in certain situations and actually put themselves in a place to learn. And again, uh, see where other people's strengths are. When we try to, use our strengths too much and, do too much, we never can see where other people's strengths are because we're so busy trying to utilize ours. And I believe that's what this particular card is saying. Just like fall back, put yourself in the position of, again, being able to educate when certain questions and things are asked as far as your planning that you've got going here with the hangman upright, and again relinquish that power to again maybe receive some constructive criticism, or again fill in spaces that you may have not thought about because again you don't know everything. So you'll definitely be coming in tune with somebody that's more seasoned than you with the Emperor card, representing that business partnership that I'm seeing between the Chariot and the Emperor. And again, the first two cards are representing the full body of the person that's uh, watching the reading. And I would say that third card is saying this is the person that's coming in to cause that change. Okay. So we got to be aware that change could be something that, again, uh, may have some darkness to it or things that we can't see. So, just take your time making decisions. If it's something that's real, it won't be rushed. Okay. So again, we have to take things in, let it resonate, and then let it reciprocate. Okay. Because once it resonates, once we take it in, something should come out of it. Okay. Next card out is the Sun card. Yeah, I knew Sun card was going to come out. I was thinking it would come out at the top, but Sun card clarifying that Strength card. Yeah, this is clarifying the Strength card and the Fool card. So this is a divine path being laid before someone when it comes to the decision that needs to be made, or as far as the change is concerned. And again, it's clarifying what I'm telling you about the strength. Fall back, put yourself in a position to learn, even though you may think you know a lot, or be a person that is a kind of a brainiac. Again, we never want to over present ourselves or again wear the wrong mask at the wrong time. And I definitely see that's what this is saying, but there's a divine light shining over this to, again, put you in a position to learn because of that preparation that you have done. This will send you back to that same preparation with the new light. So, sun coming out again can also be joy, fulfillment. It coming right out after the moon card upright. I would say there's some type of an eclipse of energy. Okay, or there's something actually being brought from the dark, from the moon card to the light. Okay, so watch for the hook. This is an interesting week as we're shifting into the solstice come Sunday. Okay, we just coming off the Gemini new moon, and we'll be switching into the sign of Cancer, which is that moon card. Okay, so again, after Cancer comes Leo, which is the sun card. So right now we're showing a succession of how things are moving forward, and these could be things that are going to represent the next two seasons for you. It may not be something that's happening this week, but there is a steady progression that I'm seeing happening for this change to come about. Okay. After the sun card here, we have the devil upright. Okay. So devil coming out after the sun. Yeah, I would definitely say there's a test of wills. There's a test of again that strength being in the place of maybe being something toxic. Maybe again with that coming out, the devil coming out to clarify the fool and the moon. Maybe something's being revealed that's toxic, or something that's binding or have you in bondage, or addictions. Again, somebody holding judgment over you because of these things that you may they may see as you being bonded to or seeing toxic from that perspective. And again, this can be a higher power speaking through these individuals or situations that will play out to present themselves. Again, dominant upright reading. We only have one reversal so far, and I only got one more card to pull. And I'm thinking it's going to be either a reversal or it's going to be that tower card that I think that's what this is causing. This is definitely causing a breakdown for a build up. So if the tower card isn't at the top, I think it'll come out at the bottom. But with the devil present again, there's definitely something being exposed from moon to sun to the devil. And what's being exposed again, it could be something that's an illusion as well. That's also what the devil uh, can represent. It can represent that illusion. Um, that again, maybe you've been fooled, and now things are coming to light, and you see exactly what's going on, and why these changes are actually coming in to propel things in the right direction. Right now, we got an interesting sextile with Uranus, which is freshly in Gemini. And yeah, again, the duality or the triplicity of things can start to show themselves when it comes to things that may have been hidden come into light that are super toxic, or just things that again are illusions that we can no longer feed if we truly see the light. So yeah, that's pretty deep there. But dominant upright reading, no curveballs here. Next card coming out the top of soft is the Magician. Yep. So I was thinking Tower, but yeah, this is the point where somebody's definitely got to use their magic to make it happen. You know, especially coming out after the Devil card. Uh, again, dominant upright reading. We got one card in reverse, which is the Strength card. And this may be this with all these cards coming out upright. The Strength may actually even be that position of where somebody is actually lacking and needs to turn that around. Start using their power a little better, or step into their strength, because everything else looks to be pretty straightforward. Okay. The Moon card can also talk about intuition. Okay. So follow your intuition, especially with the Sun card coming out right after. I feel like, again, that's eclipse energy. So again, things before the next eclipse cycle could still be resonating from the last eclipse cycle and bringing us into some true knowledge of our magic and how we need to access it, apply it, and again, start to turn things around when it comes to stepping into our power. Okay. All right. So that tops off everything. The bottom of the deck. Yep. Empress upright. This is what you don't see coming. This is that golden opportunity that keeps coming out. Emperor's been coming out in the upright for like the last 3 or 4 readings. And there is golden opportunities coming. But again, we are being put in a position to maybe, again, look at the background and things, not be so drawn to what's being presented up front. But doing our due diligence, if we get an offer, is good. Is better to make them wait and you think about it and really do your due diligence than you to just jump into something and look desperate, or put yourself in a position to where you don't read through things thoroughly and now you're binded to something that you really didn't understand. Okay, so it may even benefit whoever's watching the reading if you have the access, you know run it through a lawyer friend, run it through some type of AI program that deals with legal things and can kind of give you more insight on the layman's term if there are terminologies and things within this contract that you're not understanding. Okay, this could even be about a job. Okay, so keep that in mind too. Um, and think about other situations you have going on as well, because again, this can be something that looks good now, but eventually will turn around and put you in the place of having to use your magic to either chase back down that golden opportunity that you had, um, or again be in a position where you make that decision and it leads to maybe another golden opportunity. So definitely a good reading though here. This is probably one of the most bomb readings I feel like I've given, especially with you know 99% of the reading now in the upright with that clarify at the bottom in the upright. And again, our card of destiny and golden opportunity popping out as the Empress. The divine feminine again is showing up in this reading in a very a very majestical way. I'll say that is truly divine, especially with the sun present. So definitely want to make that recognition. go ahead and clarify with the gods of Egypt. That way we can see what the reading's saying overall. Again, the gods of Egypt are just giving us their hierarchy of wisdom that lets us know exactly where the reading should land with the actual watcher. Okay. Again, I don't go too deep. I do see a lot of deeper stuff now that I have the overall spread there, but I'm not going to go backwards. I'm going to keep moving forward. You like to keep the videos between maybe 15, 20 minutes. I know most people's attention span isn't that long nowadays, but people who watch tarot usually have longer attention spans, as I see some tarot readers with hour and a half, 2 hour long videos sometimes. And I'm just like, I don't see how you do it. But they use multiple decks. I use 2 decks. I don't really get into my other decks just yet. But, we'll do some different readings in the future and have things move forward as ESQ-Astro grows. Again, you can check me out at ESQ-Astro.com. We're not booking any readings yet, but you can go check out the website, give us some foot traffic. Subscribe to the channel here so that I can actually get into doing some live videos, which is really what I want to do. That way I can get more into the astrology and numerology of things as well. Okay. So, bringing out that top card, we have the change card in reverse. Okay. Yeah, so there's definitely a change coming. I mean, even with change in reverse, it means a change is coming, especially with the world card here as well. Moon card, sun card coming out successively. So it's just like something's definitely changing around. Okay. It may be a change of power. Okay. Or positioning. So, again, with change in the reverse here, I just say it still means change. Because the opposite of change would be to stay the same. So I believe a change is kind of being forced in a way. Okay. But with the change coming in reverse, maybe you'll have that option to stay the same if you don't activate. You know what I mean? And again, it's all left to choice. Like I explained to people in astrology, there are windows of opportunity that occur, and if you miss that opportunity, you may not get it again. And that's where, again, we have to know timing is everything, and if we're not using our time wisely, we can really offset things when it comes to the time that we had to do something, and now that time has passed. Or now we may have to wait for another interval of time, which may be years based upon certain alignments. Some may never happen again in your lifetime. So it's one of the reasons why I keep in tune with astrology, because it definitely lets you know that daily motion. And then the numerology is just to simplify things, which is why, again, we use the tarot as well, to the numbers on the cards, to the depictions that actually match up with the astrology. But to, again, create a clear picture of the present energy so that we're not, relying on one particular method to give us the end all to be all. There are actually 3 keys that interchange. And if you know how to use the keys, then you'll unlock the doors and the mysteries that a lot of people search their whole lives. But everything that's present in this physical realm is simple if you make it that. Okay. And again, as we say in my circle again, intelligent people simplify complex things. Unintelligent people, they complicate simple things. And again, when we're not taught correctly in the right procession or the right preparation for things, then we can never have the proper outcome or the proper presentation when it comes to actually learning and showing what we learn. Because again, if you can't teach what you say then you don't know it. So I've had a few students under my astrology tutelage, not really into teaching tarot, because that's something I feel other people can learn on their own. And again, it's all about the self-validation through the things that resonate with you and what you reciprocate through that resonation. Okay. All right. So bottom of the deck for the gods is going to be, the Genesis card in reverse. Yeah, Genesis in reverse. So with the Genesis and the change card come in reverse, and those are the only other 2 reversals that we have through the full reading. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that changes is basically something that you're not gonna be able to escape at this point. something has to change, something will change based upon certain things that are coming in that you can't see just yet. But once that light is shined, again, something toxic or some illusion is going to be coming to an end, or it's going to allow you to again utilize that magician energy to maybe keep the illusion going. I don't know. Maybe it's a good illusion because again, it is coming out in the upright right after the sun. But again, I would say it's something that again, maybe you're just not aware of, and maybe having a blind eye to as the fool. To where once the light shines, you'll be able to use your magic to take advantage of the golden opportunity and allow these things that have been keeping you stuck to turn around and actually bring in some change. Okay. So again, dominant upright reading. I'm going to leave it there. You guys like the video. If it resonates, subscribe to the channel. Share the video if it resonates. If it doesn't, it may resonate with somebody else. And let's get my viewership up. I really need you guys to subscribe and get me up to at least 100 subscribers so I can go live. All right. I appreciate y'all tuning in. ESQ Astro tuning out. Peace.